Meanwhile, Ferdinand Marcos Jr. claimed victory in the presidential election, securing almost about 56% of the votes, but the country remains divided over the results. While the supporters have celebrated the results, many are absolutely dismayed, and they express their shock over the election of the son of the late Philippine dictator Ferdinand Marcos. But Marcos Jr., or Bong Bong as he's more popularly known, has pledged to hit the ground running, adding that 31 million of the Filipinos had voted for unity. Our next report gets you the details.
In a politically divided country, a crowd of supporters surrounded newly elected president of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., as he made his way into his campaign headquarters in Manila on Wednesday. Marcos, the son of the late dictator who ruled for 20 years before he was toppled in a 1986 uprising and fled Manila, received some 31 million votes in Monday's election.
Intention ko is to hit the ground running.
But many Filipinos are appalled by the election results. Thousands of opponents of the senior Marcos suffered persecution
under martial law
during a brutal 1972 to 1981 era of martial law. 70-year-old Felix Dalaze was one of them.
For us martial law victims who were tortured and imprisoned during the time of martial law of the Marcos dictatorship, we feel absolutely dismayed with what will happen when the Marcoses are put back in Malacanang.
Billions of dollars of state wealth disappeared when Marcos Sr. ruled. But Marcos and his family have often said that their vast fortune was legitimately obtained. On the campaign trail, Marcos Jr. dismissed criticism about how the family obtained its wealth as fake news.
The economic managers.
In a video statement, Marcos, known as Bong Bong, said he was looking very carefully at candidates for his economic team and that his first nominee for his cabinet was Sara Duterte Carpio, the daughter of incumbent President Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte Carpio helped get Marcos elected by agreeing to be his vice presidential running mate, allowing the son of the late dictator to tap her father's huge support to seal a comeback for the disgraced Marcos dynasty. Her appointment also complicates efforts to put her father on trial for thousands of killings in his war on drugs, as the International Criminal Court looks to investigate Duterte over the alleged execution-style killings. Marcos Jr. is set to begin a 6-year term as president at the end of June.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.